So you were doing something yesterday with the kids?
Yes, we had a field day, the sports day.
All right.
In Romana High School. So we had all morning from like 8 until 1 o'clock in the noon. Just the kids competing against each other. So it's really nice.
Now, your father used to be one of the professors at Romana High School, didn't he?
Yes, sports teacher, sports instructor. Yes,
right.
True.
And when
Did you know that, Gavin?
Abdi told me. So when did he retire?
He's still doing lots of sports, but he retired from schools maybe like 15 years ago.
Oh God, really?
But he trains ski, tennis, and he wakes up every morning at 5 and has his 1 hour and a half run.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he's really sportive, yeah.
So Sally is from Sally's Diet Right. You can find Sally's Diet Right on Facebook. It's Sally's Diet Right spelled R-I-T-E, or online, sallysdietright.com. And you can answer questions on there, and you can also get in touch with Sally that way. Or you can ask questions here, 03-887-000. What would you like to ask Sally this morning?
We had kind of a similar question last week, and then again, somebody saying that they're following a diet from a diet center, and they lost 1 kilo in the last month. Only 1 kilo in a month. So that's very little.
It's very little. Olga, sometimes when you lose 1 kilo, sometimes it's good if you are really close to your ideal body weight.
Yeah.
Which means you only have 1 or 2 kilos to lose, and these are the hardest to get rid of. So maybe she's just very close to her ideal, or she's on a plateau. She's not burning enough calories.
Yeah.
So we need to boost her metabolism. And sometimes because the center, sometimes they send very small amounts of food, so it's very little in calories, very low in calories, the diet. This way, then the body will struggle, and it starts holding on to its fat reserves and not burning them. And that's why she's not burning enough, and then that's why her weight loss is very, very slow.
Okay.
Or one more thing, she may have a problem with the hormones, so it's a good idea to get tested, to have a blood test to check her hormone levels, especially thyroid, prolactin, etc.
Yeah, somebody I know just told me she had a thyroid problem. What does that mean, though, if you have a thyroid problem?
So if your thyroid is not, is hypothyroidism, if you're not doing enough, it's not working well, it means that your metabolism is very sluggish, it is very low, and it's really very hard to lose weight. Actually, you gain weight if you have hypothyroidism.
Okay. Can it be the other way, where it's like hyper and
you
then
lose weight.
A lot of weight?
Yeah, and you get anxious, and then, it's the opposite symptoms.
Okay, cool. Somebody was asking us, how can I lose 10 kilos? I think this is somebody who's still at school, because he was telling us earlier that he's on a school break.
Okay.
So
he wants to say hi to his mom as well.
Yeah, he's saying hi to his mom who's at work. So
this is Charbel.
Charbel wants to lose 10 kilos. How can he do that?
How old is Charbel?
He's in school. That's all we know.
Okay, with respect to kids, it's very critical. You cannot give them a very low calorie diet, and you need to maintain a very good quality of food. But make sure that the junk food and the sweets and the chips and other processed foods are really low in their diet.
So all the best things, Charbel.
So,
you have to keep them. You can't have
Only
too many
have
of
a little
them.
bit.
Exactly. And just, they have to lose weight very, very slowly, like maximum 1 to 2 kilos a month. And during these months, he will be gaining weight. He will be increasing in weight, so that at a certain time, after 6 or 7 months, his weight and his height will be equivalent. You know what I mean? So we don't go on crash diets, and we don't decrease a lot the calorie needs of the kids.
Yeah.
Just make them go on a healthy diet. Don't lose too much weight quickly, because it affects their growth.
Okay.
I remember when I was like 15, I was one of the smallest kids in my class.
I don't believe that, Gavin.
I was tiny, and everyone was like towering above me. And then all of a sudden, I grew to 6'1" within a year or a couple of years.
And they regretted it.
And they were these tiny little things afterwards.
Yeah, they stayed the same.
I didn't increase my food, so I was this stick.
Skinny.
I had these little matchstick legs, and I was so thin.
Aww.
Because you're tall, Gavin. You need to eat more.
Yeah, I do. But meal times were like a nightmare, because I was forced to eat things as a child
that you don't like. So now you hate them, right? In adulthood, do you hate them?
I hate them. Like any beans, I can't stand beans. But they give me a stomachache.
Yeah, but they used to force you to eat beans. That's why now you hate them. I mean, even if without the symptoms, and then you would have hated them
So
anyway.
do you encourage parents to force food onto their children?
Definitely not, Gavin, because if you force your child to eat their food, then they will hate it when they grow up.
Yeah.
But I mean, if they don't eat very healthy, try to sneak some of these foods in their diets, like if they don't
Without
eat
them
like
noticing.
meat, just ground the meat and put them in the tomato sauce and the pasta, just make
But
them
I'm a vegetarian. I don't like eating animals. Yes, you will.
sneaky.
Yeah. Somebody was telling me recently that she wanted to start some kind of watermelon diet.
Oh, okay.
And I told her Sally would disapprove of this. And she was like,
Yes.
who's Sally? But what is it with all these fad diets, all these like fruit diets?
Because when you eat from one kind of food, normally, if you eat only one kind, your calorie intake is low and you lose weight, but you lose weight very fast and you lose from your muscle reserves and your water. And you don't lose from your fat reserves where you want to lose it. And then your metabolism goes down. And then the next week, when you eat normally, you regain all the weight back and even more.
Because your body is like trying to conserve it.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why we don't recommend at all these kind of crash diets.
Okay.
03-887-000 is our WhatsApp number. What would you like to ask Sally, the dietitian, this morning? From Sally's Diet Right is in the studio this morning. She's answering your questions on nutrition, dieting, anything like that. 03-887-000 is our WhatsApp number.
We have a question about something really, really yummy. Somebody says, does fruit cocktail drink have a lot of calories? How about the avocado cocktails? And how about banana, milk, and honey drinks? So all those summer cocktails that we love to have.
I love those avocado ones.
But sometimes, I know, Gavin, but this one is the most calorific,
Oh, really?
Yes, because avocado, we don't actually count it as a fruit, we count it as a fat, although it's a healthy fat, but contains a lot of calories. So if you're having a fruit cocktail, which I'm talking about the juice, if you're having like the 240 ml, the normal glass that we drink in, not the big one, it's like 120 calories per glass, 240 ml. But if you go to the banana milk honey, it's like approximately 270 calories.
That's twice.
Yes, and if you go to the avocado, it's more than 300 because the avocado is really calorific.
And this is for a small quantity.
This is for 120 ml, so for 240 ml. The normal glass, not the big
So
glass
if
that
you
they
ask
serve.
for a small one, then it's kind
fine.
of okay.
It's fine. As long as with the banana milk honey, if you can substitute the normal milk with skimmed milk and honey, don't put more than like 1 or 2 teaspoons, I would say. It would be much better. It would be less.
Put loads of sugar with the avocado, don't they?
I know, yes, Gavin, true.
That's a problem.
And they put milk, the normal milk.
Yeah, what is that strange white stuff on the top?
The cream, the ashta.
Yeah.
It's like cream.
Is that
you
healthy?
can ask for it without
Definitely not, Gavin, because it's the fat of milk. It's only the
Pure
fat.
fat,
Pure
yeah.
fat.
Oh, it's pure fat.
It's really
Straight to your
very
butt.
fatty to butt and to your arteries because it increases cholesterol too much.
God. Okay, I quite like that stuff.
Yeah.
But
With honey.
I don't like the raisins. Of course, they're the healthy things, aren't
Yes, they are.
they? Yeah, the raisins, I don't like the
And the
raisins.
nuts.
Oh, the nuts are okay.
Yeah, the almonds are really good.
Yeah, the
actually.
almonds are good. Nice.
All right, we have another question. Somebody says, I'm 185 meters tall, 76 kilos, so a bit thin. However, I have a giant bloated belly. It's been almost 2 to 3 months without gym due to an injury, and I found out that I gained 4 kilos from eating noodles at night every day. And so my secret is carbs to gain weight, but I don't want to gain weight more in my belly. So basically, this person wants to gain weight in general because they're thin, but not in the belly area.
I would say his height is good. I mean, his height and weight are matching. So don't try to gain weight. Just maintain a healthy weight. But this belly, I mean, because see, it's not only because of the noodles, because you stopped exercising. So I know sometimes we get injuries and these things. So as much as possible, if we try to do things that are safe for us, it's great in exercise way. So we cannot really have a flat tummy, Olga, unless we exercise.
Yeah,
This
that's
is
the only way.
Yeah, it's only way definitely with healthy eating. So just and because you burn a lot of calories while you're exercising and you're eating, even if you're eating the same, you will gain weight because you're not burning off those extra calories. So you need to reduce your intake when you're not exercising to maintain your weight.
To make sure that you're not gaining.
To make sure, yes. And just be careful about your dinners. Just don't eat the whole packet of noodles. Just have,
half a portion.
Yeah, half a portion. Don't have too much carbs at night. Incorporate protein on every meal because protein helps boost your metabolism. Yeah. And have lots of vegetables vegetables and fruits. Always choose carbs that are brown. So instead of the noodles, have like brown pasta in your salad, or quinoa salad at night.
Quinoa is amazing.
Yeah, and reduce the fat in your diet. When you reduce it, it means less fat in your belly and all over your body. Okay, and these are mainly these things. Have some green tea, drink lots of water, and have some yogurt every day, low fat or skimmed yogurt or laban.
Sounds like a good plan.
Yeah.
Someone else as well says, when following a diet or doing like a gym program, is having a cheat day or a cheat meal once a week, does it ruin all your efforts, or is it good to have a cheat meal?
If you're having a free meal, yeah, it's fine. I mean, Olga, there's no good food or bad food. There's just a good diet or bad diet. If you're eating most of the time healthy, then you're having a good diet. Even if you have you indulge in things that are not really healthy. So as long as you're having most of the time healthy food, you're on the right track.
Okay, so it's okay to cheat.
Yes,
but not
once
too much.
a week.
All right. Somebody else as well is asking, what's the fastest way to lose belly fat, but not to lose weight in any other part of their body? So similar to the other question.
We just talked about this, but the most important thing to know that you cannot lose weight in one part of the body and not the other. So when you lose weight, you have to lose weight all over.
Yeah.
And the belly is one of the first things that you start losing. And
so that's good.
For us, the hips, it's the last thing you lose when you want to lose your hips.
I know this.
Yeah. So exactly. So the belly is one of the first things that you start losing weight on. So you have to follow a balanced diet, the things that I talked about in the previous question, and make sure you exercise to have a flat belly.
Okay, excellent.
Great. Well, thank you very much, Sally.
You are welcome.
Sally.
Thank you, guys.
What are you up to this weekend?
I have so many birthdays for my kids. So I'm just a taxi driver, a cab driver, going from one birthday to another.
Is this what it's like to be a parent? You've just become a taxi driver?
Exactly, Gavin.
Well, enjoy your weekend. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you.
Sally from Sally's Diet Right. You can find her online, sallysdietright.com or Sally's Diet Right on Facebook. Sally, thank you.